What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new, my name is Evan and I make videos about hot stocks, dividends, and options. So if that interests you guys, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now in today's video, we're going to go over why exactly NIO is up so much, and this is mostly due to some announcements that they made yesterday and over the weekend. But you can see that they're up over 8% today, and it looks like they could possibly hit an all-time high. I mean, possibly today, because there's still about 2.5 hours left in the trading day. And if not today, it's very possible that they hit an all-time high throughout this week. And again, as always, they're pretty much following the same trend as Tesla, because if we look at Tesla for today, you can see that their charts are very similar, although Tesla is only up over 1% because they kind of started a bit lower than yesterday. But the charts are pretty similar. And then the 1 week chart, here's Tesla and they're up 5% this week. And then you can see NIO is up over 5.5% this week as well. And their charts are pretty similar. The only big difference is today, because Tesla actually started slightly below where they closed yesterday, where NIO opened up higher than yesterday. But other than the opening of today, the two charts look pretty similar as always. And now let's get into actually why NIO is up so much. And it's not just because Tesla has an upwards trend today. Even though Tesla isn't up a lot, it's not just because of this, because you could actually see that NIO was up quite a bit more than Tesla just as of today. But the reason NIO is up so much is because they actually announced their autopilot feature, and they also announced their faster charging options over the weekend. Because if you guys watched one of my recent videos, I mentioned that they're coming out with a rapid charging. And the official announcement date was last Friday, and then more details were going to come out on Saturday. And so now over the weekend, they announced what's going to be happening with the rapid charging, as well as the autopilot feature that they're working on and hope to be releasing soon. So over the weekend, they actually had an auto show where they were displaying all of their EV models. And these models included the EP9, which is their supercar. And I'm sure you guys have seen pictures of it. I'll pop up an image right here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And then they also showed the ES8, which is their flagship 6-seater premium EV model. And then their recently released EC6 SUV as well. So on top of just showing these vehicles and having an auto show, they also showcased their power swap station. And I'm not sure if this is exactly the same as their battery swap station. I would assume this is talking about the same thing, where you drive your vehicle in and it swaps it out in 3 to 6 minutes, and then you drive away with a full charge and a new battery. And then they also showcased 3 types of chargers, which I assume is like their standard, probably an upgraded version, and then their rapid charging. And then also some innovations and patents that they've been working on, as well as NIO Life. Now I've heard of this NIO Life. I don't know exactly what it is. It could be something that goes along with the NIO House. And if you guys don't know what the NIO House is, it's basically like this environment for NIO owners. And I think there's offices and study areas and a coffee shop and things like this. And it's just like this big building for NIO owners to congregate at and maybe get a coffee or wait for their car to charge or something like that. And then also over the weekend, NIO announced their upgrade to their smart operating system. And so it's being upgraded to NIO OS 2.7.0. And along with this new OS update, they also released their Navigate on Pilot feature. And apparently this is going to automatically guide your car on ring roads and highways. So you could think of it almost like Tesla's autopilot, where it likely has cameras all around the car and it looks for the lines on the roads and it can see other cars around it and things like this. And apparently there's been a pretty big update to NIO's Navigate on Pilot, because they actually said in a press release that this is NIO's first commercial application of high definition maps for China, and it's supposed to further enhance NIO Pilot's capabilities. So that's definitely pretty good news for NIO, that their autopilot is being upgraded and getting better and better. And NIO plans to release their Navigate on Pilot update to select users in batches through firmware updates over the air in October. So it'd be just like how your phone gets an update and you don't even really have to do anything. It just tells you there's an update and then you update your phone. That's similar to how NIO is going to do their updates. And it's just like how Tesla works as well. And I'm not sure exactly how that works though, if the vehicles are connected to cell phone towers and they can get data, or if you need a Wi-Fi connection, or if you have to connect to your phone or something like that. I've never owned a Tesla or a NIO, but I think they can just connect to cell phone towers. But correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. And this isn't even the end of the list. NIO actually announced 20 new features and function optimizations for their vehicles. And one of these things includes camera-based driver drowsiness detection. So it's able to tell when you're getting drowsy and sleepy, and it can alert you to keep your eyes on the road. And they also have remote seat ventilation and 5.1 immersive surround sound. And I'm not big into the sound industry, so I don't know exactly how good that surround sound is. But I assume it's probably pretty good based on how their vehicles look and the overall satisfaction of NIO vehicles. And then for their charging that they announced over the weekend, NIO has actually added 20 kilowatt hour DC chargers to their list of destination charging stations. And this is going to really help accelerate charging speed in certain scenarios. And it should really help expand where there's chargers and where you can charge your vehicle around the country. And now for their rapid charging that they announced, it looks like it's going to be offered under the company's battery as a service offering. So from the sounds of it, it sounds like you need to buy your battery separate, or in other words, like lease your battery, and then you'll be allowed to use this rapid charging. I don't know for sure, it doesn't seem very clear. They just say it's offered under the battery as a service. And the last thing NIO announced was their power up plan. And this is going to provide a commitment of $14.6 million in subsidies for the deployment of a total of 30,000 DC chargers. So this should really up the charging capabilities of different areas around the country and give NIO owners more charging opportunities. And I think this is just kind of the beginning. Deploying 30,000 chargers around the country of China isn't really that many because China is so huge, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. So I'm personally more interested in their Navigate on Pilot and how this is going to affect NIO owners' drivability. I'm not so concerned about their implementation of new chargers. I mean, that is definitely a good thing to hear, that they're putting more chargers in all over the country. But I think stepping up their technology game in terms of what their vehicles can do, to me that sounds like a better investment of their time and money. Now, they do definitely need more chargers, but they also have their swap stations, and I think they're building a new swap station every week. And now with their battery as a service, you can get rapid charging. So I don't think they need to be so concerned about charging right now, even though it is something to keep on their watch list. But the advancements in technology is what's going to put them ahead of their competition. I mean, they could have chargers on every block on every street, but if people aren't buying NIO vehicles, those chargers aren't really doing anything. So you kind of see where I'm coming from with this. I think if they can up their technology like they're working on with their new features and functions, like this camera-based driver drowsiness detection, that's something that's going to help put NIO ahead of their competition. And I know they're always working on new technologies, but I think that they already have their chargers kind of figured out. There's really not a lot to worry about when it comes to chargers. I think the real concern is getting people to actually buy the vehicles. So I think they need to keep coming out with these small features that can put them ahead of their competition, because right now Tesla is dominating over in China, and I think NIO is actually their #1 competitor. So if NIO can up their features and also make their Navigate on Pilot better, and possibly better than Tesla's, which could be hard to do because Tesla has a lot more vehicles on the road. But if NIO can get their Navigate on Pilot better and really compete with Tesla, then you'll see, at least in China, more people will buy NIO vehicles over Teslas. And then if NIO can expand globally, because there's talk of expanding to Europe, and then if they can also expand to North America, that's when they're really going to give Tesla a run for their money. But in the short term, I think they just need to work on their technologies and start creeping ahead and creeping towards where Tesla is at, because then more people will buy NIO vehicles over Tesla vehicles. And then that's when you're going to see NIO's share price start going up substantially. So I'm curious what you guys think of NIO vehicles. If you had access to buy a NIO vehicle, would you buy one? Or would you prefer to buy a Tesla over NIO? Let me know your guys' opinions down in the comment, because I'm curious what you guys think, if you think NIO or Tesla is a better vehicle. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button because it really does help out the channel. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you back here in the next one. Bye.